So my first question to you, both gentlemen, is that we see that the car industry is developing and the car manufacturers, OEMs, they have this ambition and goals to have similar or the same in many ways, many examples that they have yours, like Mobileye solution. So I would like to talk about aftermarket. So why you think, what is the argument that these kind of devices we should install already, not waiting or expecting them to be provided by car manufacturers? Hans?
There's in a lot of newer vehicles, there's already a very rich data set in that car available. But the problem is that it's, from our perspective and what we are looking at, it's only accessible by the OEMs. So some of the OEMs, like I mentioned, BMW and Daimler, they're already providing some sort of access. But it's very rare that we exactly get the right data, etc. If you drive a new Mercedes or a new BMW who's collecting all that data, you are not able to share it with third parties, with people you want a neutral or independent advice for, or to share it with your insurance company, or to get a premium or a discount, on your insurance rate. So to be able to share your data today, in most of the cases, you need to install a dongle or a aftermarket device to be able to share the data. Hopefully, in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be a different situation. Hopefully then, most of the car makers will have a platform available where they facilitate the sharing the data with independent parties on a similar level that they are using the data themselves, in that sense.
So you say that at the moment, in telematics or this device provides or can gather more or more relevant data, more data than the OEMs ones?
Compared to what we can get from the OEMs today, yes. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that our device collects more data than the OEMs have, but the OEMs keep it for themselves and not sharing it with us. So that, yeah.
Do you think that in the future they will be ready to share this data with the public, with the drivers, with the owners, users?
My personal opinion is we're definitely not there yet. So what we see today in the market and what some of the OEMs do is definitely not what the ideal situation is. But I think in the future, yes, they will share most of the data with the third parties as well. And hopefully they will do it against a fair price. Because that's another thing, you know, when you look at Daimler, just to give a quick example, every time that you need to retrieve the car, you have to pay €7, which is not a sound model to create a business case out. So hopefully we get the rich data and also we get it for an affordable price.
Okay, thank you very much, Hans. Miki, the same question to you. What's the reason, what kind of arguments, apart from it's obvious, we have to install ADAS systems, yeah, already now?
So already now, we have existing car at the age of 12 years, 6 years. Most of the applications that we are getting in brand new premium car, which is mostly be expensive also, it's not cover all the significant alert, which like a pedestrian alert. So it means that if you purchase a car, let's say last year, so on 2029 or 2030, you will still have a car with no pedestrian alert, and we know that it's high percentage of the death, especially inside of the cities. So you have to make the decision today and retrofit your existing car because it will be more cost effective than purchase a new one. But also, some of the other features can be turned off by the driver. So if we are speaking in the commercial side, if the insurance will give kind of a premium or a discount and the driver will turn off the alert, so we are not based on any information, or we didn't do nothing.
Okay, so from your point of view, what is the main barrier in popularizing the device, yeah, like, or the solution you have? What is the main barrier you face?
I I think us, as a human being, the main barrier is that for me it won't happen. It happens to everybody else, car accidents and unfortunately death. And the human being are saying, for me it's not happening, why should I need it? I'm a good driver, you know, the ego is have a part in our day-to-day life. So with the government, Ministry of Transportation, and all certain crucial level insurance company, those who have the power to influence in the market, we have a social responsibility to promote it yesterday. And so,
Oh, okay. I will come back to this later because we are looking for arguments also for the insurance business to get on stage with this. So you can already think about the arguments, and I'm just skipping to Hans. Hans, you were talking about prediction, preventing breakdowns. Is this solution already available, giving any other benefits for insurance companies?
Yeah, so the focus today was on prediction and preventing of breakdowns, but when you look at the solution, so we can leverage different data sources. So for example, if we purely focus on the prevention of breakdowns, etc., we have a more narrow, that's a more narrow proposition, more focused proposition, I would say. It's also part of a broader proposition, a broader mobility proposition, which we also offer, for example, in a few of the Scandinavian markets. We are also offering this to insurance companies. And this offers crash detection, this covers driving behavior, this covers trip log, this covers, you know, all those features that are beneficial also from a driver perspective are offered in Scandinavian markets by insurers to their customers, just to be more relevant in that sense, to create more touch points and to provide other kinds of service. So for example, they also integrate fuel advice and parking, paying parking fees through the apps. Those are typically features in those markets that are offered by the insurance companies, and then we act as a supplier for that.
Can you mention any examples of insurance companies that they are using this and leveraging on these services already? Like not only prediction, preventing, but also
yeah.
the
So
other
for example,
services.
in Denmark, it's On Brand. It's one of the insurance companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's already an existing experience is there, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Miki, so going back to you, can you advise us on any argument so the managers here can go to the board and say, look, I saw this, it's a great, it saves people's life, but also we have a business case behind. What would be the arguments, yeah, for insurance companies to promote it and to sell it?
First, just do it. It just every big decision in our life start with analyzing the qualities of the information that we are studying today. And today, Mobileye have more than almost 20 years of proof of concept with big fleets project, and you have the power as the insurance company to influence in your market. So it can be also business benefits, but it's also our social responsibility to provide added value to all our customers, and of course, it's a mission that it's a greater than us, but it's a call for action, and we are seeing in other territories that in other countries that insurance company are starting and developing this idea into their company. So I hope to see and be part of it, all of us here in the market.
So we here within insurance companies, we know how to sell insurance. How you would advise us to sell this technology to our customers?
Well, it's a simple. We are proven that we reduce the number of rear-end collision or forward collision warning, sorry, by 50%. If you can give a discount, let's say a 20% discount on your TPL premium, so you're saving 30% into your company, and of course, from the saving from the insurance claim. This is one model. Those who are interested more, I can demonstrate more models, and we can go deeply into this.
Well, your system stops accidents or limits accident. If we limit them to 0, do we need insurance then?
So, as my friend here also spoke, let's see what will happen 10 or 12 years from now, and then we can know what is our next step.
All right. Similar question to you, finally, Hans. Roadside assistance. So, again, if we predict all the breakdowns, will we need roadside assistance in the future? If we already can predict and prevent, how it will look in the future?
Yeah, I think what I said, it's a huge transformation over the next couple of years, and preventive and the availability of data is only one element of it. I think we can create real more value for our customers and drivers by leveraging this data. That's what I mentioned. So we will always have breakdowns which we cannot predict. So that's one. Two is that I think we have a massive opportunity to provide more value to the driver and the customer, and for ourselves as well, in terms of cost reduction, et cetera, as mentioned. But there are also a few other factors will have a massive impact on roadside assistance. Electrification is one of them, less moving parts, more software in the car. So maybe our business will also move from mechanical parts into more software-related issues, etc. So will there be a market for roadside assistance? Yes. Will it be very, very different in 15 to 20 years from now? Yes. Will that only be because of the availability of data? No, it will also transform because of AI, electrification, autonomous vehicles, the sharing, car sharing markets and developments, etc., etc.
Yeah. Some say that I can be very precise in forecasting the future. If you say, I can tell you exactly what will happen in 50 years, but I cannot tell you exactly what will happen tomorrow. So with this, we will see. We'll see that the changes will come, and as we see, the OEMs, cars will be equipped with a lot of technology, modern technology. You are clearly mobilized on the train, or I should say on the car, with this. So you are already providing also for the premium market, for the OEMs. But we see that there is a gap between today and sometime in the future, when we still have cars, vehicles, they will be in the collisions, they will be in the breakdown situation, and we still can benefit from this kind of solutions. So this is for us, insurance companies, to take this, elaborate this, make a business concept out of this, and make also benefit, and also, last but not least, make a convenient life for our customers and save lives. So, gentlemen, thank you very much.